In today's episode, we're exploring the abandoned Forest Haven Hospital. It was opened in 1925 as a progressive facility to help teach patients useful life skills and contained 22 buildings on 300 acres of property. Eventually, overcrowding led to incompetence and poor living conditions. Lawsuits were filed, and after multiple investigations, the facility was forced to close by federal court in 1991 due to the deaths from improper medical care. Join us as we see what's left inside. A portion of this video is sponsored by Audible. Get access to a huge selection of audiobooks with a free trial at audible.com/properpeople.
Let's just take a peek in this building, but since it's the modern one, let's try to get to the older ones.
Yes, I agree. We can go through the buildings to hide from security, because I do patrol these roads here.
We didn't spend that much time here.
This building's fucked. I doubt there's going to be anything that we find that interesting in here.
Blown out. That is the easiest way to describe this. But there's still furniture. What would you pick? Something that's like mostly good and mint, but nothing in it, or stuff like this with stuff in it?
I'd probably still pick the mint spot.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the feeling of being somewhere that like no one else has been in a long time.
But it's pretty destroyed to have like a bed and a couch still here. Little terminal. It was a mechanical keyboard.
We already hit our Christmas decoration quota. Some pieces of the Christmas tree. Wow, this room has a lot of beds in it. It's full of them. Jeez, there's so many beds in this room you can't even walk through. Ooh, this bed's pretty cool. Looks like a crib.
For someone who is at risk of falling out. Concepts of electricity.
I wonder if this is an instructional aid of some kind.
Definitely was. All these walls have murals on them.
What?
They all have murals on them. Down the whole hallway.
We've got some examination chairs just chilling. We have to cross one of the main roads now, so we have to be careful. build here. Now this is much more what I like to see in terms of architecture. It's still pretty vandalized though. Yeah, this is clapped. Damn. Well, might as well see if there's anything in here. Damn, even the elevator floor is busted through.
Still original light fixtures. That's pretty cool. Surprised those haven't been broken. Some medical cabinet.
Oh wow, there's actually stuff in these rooms.
Dentist chairs.
Dentist?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a bit better than what I expected to find in here. It's not completely empty. Here's the third one.
This whole thing was dentistry.
Is there a fourth one down there? Three. It's kind of crazy how common this color was in old buildings, both industrial and medical. This tealish green.
Oh wow. Check this out. It's a really old x-ray machine.
This is a little pass-through door. It's a lab. Let's put the developed and undeveloped film through. Security truck just drove by. So there is definitely a patrol. And these roads back here don't go anywhere. It's the only reason someone would be driving back here is to patrol. It's a cool desk lamp.
Goes right up into the attic. And then the roof is collapsing too, so outside. This place is screwed up. The amount of sunlight coming through the ceiling. It looks like some of the old buildings have new windows and roofs, which means there's less for us to explore. But we were also here in 2016, and we saw construction workers on the property, so they could have actually redone some of the buildings.
There's not even any cars parked near that one.
There aren't,
so.
but it has a brand new roof.
Yeah.
Compared to the building right in front of it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about you, but
It has the shelves.
to
and
me
the
this
green
looks like
tile.
it could have been an operating room.
It does.
They would have kept the tools in this cabinet here.
And it had the connections between them with the wash stations. Wow. No signs of a surgical light or anything left.
No, not even a mounting spot. Because the ceiling's all collapsed. Same shelves. It's probably 2 operating rooms back to back. It's like a common layout for them. These sort of half underground floors are usually where the morgues are located, if there is one.
Oh, there is a morgue right here.
Really? How destroyed is it?
Small.
It's pretty small. Only 3. So this must have been the main medical building of the hospital.
It looks like the levels in the freezer are collapsing too. They're all slanted. And of course the trays are not where they're supposed to be. Look at the vines up the back of this building. Wow. Imagine this during summer when it's all green. You go all the way to the roof. It still has a front door. That's a good sign.
Look at this scale. You see this?
It's cool.
I think it's like a BMI thing because it considers your height.
That's what it is.
Yeah. There's a bunch more of these things in here. Are they props from like a health fair or something? Seatbelt thing.
There's a lot of newspaper on the floor in here. It's from 1994. But this place closed as an asylum, a mental hospital, in 1991. So it might have still been used for a little bit after that. You can get a Panasonic VCR for $200. And an 8mm camcorder for $300. Or $400 actually, it's $399.
Basement's looking a little rough. Let's see what these files are. Staff. Oh, it shows what the staff are trained in. If they're trained in suicide prevention and CPR. There's a patient's name and a list of their drug allergies from 1992.
I just wanted to show you a 1982 letter, issue 1, difficulty in obtaining wine for medical purposes. 2 of the patients two clients needed wine.
Why do they need wine?
I don't know. And the pharmacy would not purchase it.
Wow.
So they want wine.
Interesting.
Associated costs of wine. And this is going to the Chief of Health Services Division.
Interesting.
Product information on injectable Valium. It still has this brochure in it for all the information on product. This looks like some kind of medical storage.
Probably the pharmacy. Yeah, I think those blue things are all pill bottle caps.
Yep. This was the Children's Center Pharmacy. This is a dangerous drug requisition form for phenobarbital tablets.
These drawers are still watertight. Those are some well-made drawers.
These vines are tough. Crazy thick. People's voices are carrying all the way over here. We have to be very quiet. We're getting to the really close buildings to an active juvenile detention center. So there'll be little to no graffiti and vandalism, but it's also very risky.
This better be a pristine building after all that work. Well, I don't see graffiti yet. Because the active parking lot is right up against this. Yep. There's a little cupola up there. Can you not go in here?
There's cars moving right there.
This is how close we are to active shit. Yep. It's vandalized as shit. All of the rainbow glass is out pretty much.
Every pew is covered in graffiti. It's fucking ugly graffiti too.
Kind of wish this place had tighter security. You know, I'll deal with harder security if it's like a better reward, you know? A less vandalized location. The light rays in here would have been beautiful when all the glass was intact. The church lines up exactly with the roof of the main medical building too.
Oh yeah, it's straight, right behind it. What's up with these pipes? I doubt they were originally intended to be right here. If they were, that's just poor planning.
About to be very visible. You ready? Let's go. Oh shit. Is he turning? Is he turning? I was already in the open, so I had to just go. Let's go. Is he coming? Is he coming? Okay.
There's graffiti on here.
Yeah, this building's destroyed despite its proximity.
It's the kitchen.
You know, it probably wasn't the proximity that was the reason those buildings weren't vandalized. It was the fact that they were surrounded by those thick bushes. No one wanted to deal with that.
Maybe. Well, I think these active facilities were only built around like 2014, 2015. So there's plenty of time before that the whole place was abandoned.
Yeah, Goes down pretty far that way. What is that painted symbol there? That looks too perfect. It's be graffiti. That's like paint.
These steps are not in good shape, so be really careful. There's so many cribs under here.
Oh wow. There's a shit ton of beds down here. These are the older style ones too. Yeah, I know. This is probably one of the creepier rooms that we've been in here. So it's been like 15 minutes. The security guard shows no signs of moving, so we're trying to formulate how to get out of here. We were thinking of just being seen by him and running back into the woods, but we still have to walk down the street for a bit, so if he gives our description, we can be caught. We might try to go around back and sneak around him somehow, but it's gonna be tough.
Always happens.
Yeah.
Last minute.
If we don't see him anymore, but we have no idea where he went. He moved from that spot.
Don't see anyone.
Nobody.
Let's make a run for it.
Okay. Yeah, he's not there. The creepiest part is we never even heard him arrive or leave.
Yeah.
Electric security cars, man. Those are hard to avoid.
Currently, large portions of the campus sit abandoned, however certain parts have been redeveloped as juvenile detention centers. There are no current plans for the remaining property, and the buildings will continue to decay. Thanks to Audible for sponsoring this portion of today's video. If you have a long drive ahead or just looking for something to listen to while getting some work done, Audible's audiobook library is perfect to fill your time. Audible Plus gives you full access to the Plus catalog, which is filled with thousands of select originals, audiobooks, and podcasts. It lets you access an unlimited amount of these titles and stream them with no limit, which makes it super easy to discover and try out new titles. With Audible Premium Plus, you also get book credits each month that can be redeemed for new titles not included in the Plus catalog. We always have long drives ahead of us when we are traveling to new locations to film, and listening to an audiobook on Audible really helps us pass the time. Recently, I listened to Architecture, A History in 100 Buildings. Since you're watching our channel, you have an interest in architecture, and this book goes in depth of all kinds of man-made structures, including some that have been abandoned for decades. Organized by time and place, the book goes in depth on the influence and character of different structures. You can get this book or any other book on Audible for free, as well as the entire Audible Plus catalog with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/properpeople, or text proper people to 500 500.